Still flawless.
Hi everybody, I'm Tiger from Boy Talk and you've just tuned in to my takeover. Today I want to talk about the road to success and the trials and tribulations and friendships on the way. I'm 24, I'm a tourist, I'm a makeup artist, and I want to start from like the beginning, I guess to when I had just stepped on the scene and started getting noticed, I guess. For those of you who do or may not know by now, I used to be a stripper slash go-go dancer. I did both. There's a difference, believe it or not. But yeah, I started out when I was 20 years old, and at that time, I honestly can't remember if I had like a no. As a matter of fact, I didn't. I wasn't working at that time, and I had went to a club in New York called Secrets, and I never forget walking in and just seeing the whole scenery was just like something I wasn't used to, and I was so amazed by like the guys that was on the bar dancing and getting paid for it. Uh, while everybody else was just around dancing, having their drinks and having a good time. And I love dancing. Like that's been one of my dreams since I was younger to be a professional dancer. But life happens and things don't always work out the way you want. But yeah, I never forget asking one of the promoters like how can I do that? Like I wanna be a dancer. And he looked at me, he had me turn around, and at that time I was like this skinny with a big butt, big ass head, and he told me to come back the next week and I would start. And I brought it to my friends at the time attention, and some of them was like, "Oh, do it, go for it." And on the flip side, some of them was like, "No, don't do it. Why would you do that?" And I've never been one to just like go off of what people say, especially if it's something that I've always wanted to do or try. Like I like to try stuff for myself or get the information for myself. So me being me, I went ahead and still, went on with dancing. And I never forget my first night. I was so scared. Like I'm already shy, but like just being up on the stage and having people see my body, it was like uh. And I'm a good dancer. Like I have good presence or whatever, but it was just something new for me as far as being half naked and having people look at me because it's like being judged. So, you know, but having people look at me and give tips or not, like, cause my first night I honestly only made $20, and and it was rough. It was rough, but I didn't let it stop me. Like I'm a very determined person, especially if it's something that I want. Like I'm going to do whatever I got to do to like really succeed in it. So I didn't stop there. I I started dancing every week, every weekend. Excuse me, every weekend. I was in the club, and I started off in Secrets in New York, and it was like Secrets was my first spot. Then came El Morocco in Harlem, plenty of other clubs, and then once I started getting noticed by several promoters, it's like, all right, I want you to come dance for me at this club and such night, and it was fun. Shit, I mean, I made the best of it. Like I made a name for myself, mind you. My name was given to me because, like I said, I'm shy, and my name was Tip Drill because I stayed with a bandana tied around my face. I didn't like to show my face because I was too scared and too shy. Not ashamed, but I was very shy. Like when I would get up there, especially when I was sober, forget about it. I kept the bandana on as long as I could. But yeah, I did that on and off from 20 all the way up until I want to say 22. No, actually, I honestly can't even remember how long because just last summer of 2015, I was requested to dance in Atlanta for their Pride. So you know, I did it on and off, but when I first started, I didn't have a job, so that was my job. That was my, I guess, 9 to 5 or whatever, because I was dancing every weekend. But that came with a lot of problems in itself because that was a field that I obviously wasn't used to at the time, and I would go out to these clubs to dance by myself, and I had some support from friends, and then some of them was just like, all right, I don't support what you're doing, but since it's you, like, I love you and I'm still gonna stand by you, which is cool too. But I mean, everybody isn't gonna support your dreams or the road that you take. But just as long as you know in your heart that you're determined and you're good at what you do, that's all that count. And yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. If I was to really go hard in the gym right now and find a good promoter, Tip Drill would be back on stage. I really would. I'm not even gonna lie. But that field, it was very dangerous, lonely, and also inspiring, and it opened a lot of doors. I ain't even gonna lie. It really did. I've never did porn. Was offered to, but I've never done porn or anything else sexually explicit like that. But I mean, I enjoyed it. Like it was something that I can say made me known. Not that that was the goal when I first started. I just wanted to make money and dance. Like who doesn't want to dance for free? And you feel more free when you're half naked and dancing for money. So it's like shit, why not? Like I'ma do it. So I did it, and I gained a couple of friends within that field. But it was very lonely. Like I've never first of all, let me throw out there, I never had a boyfriend. And part of me to this day still believes that is the reason because I used to strip or whatever. But at a certain time while I was dancing, it was just like, men it just when men would hit on me, it just didn't feel genuine. And I feel like people didn't think I was genuine when I would, you know, um like find somebody attractive or anything, and say like, oh, I like, like, I like you or anything. They just, I guess they just didn't find it genuine either because they're like, he probably slept with such and such, which all dancers don't, sleep around or do porn, do drugs or anything, because I don't. Um, it's just something, people, I got respected. Let me say that. I got a lot of respect because I came, I danced, and I went the fuck home. Like I'm not one to indulge in drama or anything else. So it's like, I know what I came to do. Fuck shit up, get my money, and bounce. So, but, I wanted a boyfriend at the time, and that shit it just wasn't happening. Now, I don't want to say I was looking for love in the club because I wasn't, but that's just something that that has yet to work out. But prior to leaving dancing completely, I came across certain friends who would, like shun me away as far as, you know, not staying consistent in my life. And I've had people come in and out of my life for the longest. it's gotten to the point to where as though I'm used to it, but also you know it hurts. You can't like not acknowledge that feeling because even although it's something that you're used to, you still acknowledge like, all right, here we go again, same old bull. But it is what it is. My main thing that I always kept in the back of my mind is to have self respect for myself and to just do me. Like regardless to whatever field you're in, whatever you decide to do in life is one thing that you always need to remember is to have self respect. It's like if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna be a hoe, you better be a good ass hoe. You like I don't know how to put that, but it's just like you just can't be so consumed in what other people think, what they say, or 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 just how people treat you. If nobody's really, if something isn't detrimental to your career or yourself your health or anything. I mean, I honestly just think just leave it alone. If you feel people aren't fully supportive of you or anything, friends, family, anything, leave them the fuck alone. Cause like to this day, I have friends, family, and other people in my life who think they know me based off of what I what I portray on social media or when they see me out, they like, oh yeah, Taika used to strip this and that, da 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 da. And it's like, these were the same people who I used to be cool with, but I'm just not no more because my mentality honestly is totally on some I don't give a fuck about nobody type shit. And I'm very antisocial. Not in a mean way, but I like I said, I'm shy and I'm quiet, so I like to play my part. I like to stay quiet. So I'm just very like, to myself to a certain extent. I don't push people away all the time, but I just don't let everybody in. I've had, experiences where I've let temporary people get to know me, and it just wasn't worth it. And like I said, not my bad for jumping back and forth, but stripping was a good and a bad time for me in my life. It really was. I don't take anything from it because it taught me a lot of things as far as being a better man. Also a better performer. Like, cause I'm also in the ballroom scene. Not as much, but I dip and dab in the ballroom scene every now and then. And yeah, it taught me to be a better performer, a better man. It taught me how to grow the fuck up fast too. Cause like I said, I started out when I was 20, and most of the clubs in New York, you have to be like 21 to get in. And I was using my brother's ID and not sneaking in these clubs, but basically lying about my identity to get in, get my money, and go home. Um, After that, I started. I started my makeup. I started doing makeup. I played with it in cosmetology school, but I was at that time when I was in cosmetology school, I was more focused on hair as opposed to makeup. But once I started getting introduced to makeup and learned, certain qualities about it, it was like, bitch, like I wear makeup, so why not why not pursue it? And I did, and I now have my own business, my own makeup business, which is called Make Me Over by Tyga. Um, and that in itself is just another whole project. Um, I'm one to do things on my own when it comes to creative thinking and just handling things on my own as far as business wise and everything. So I like help, but I'm not always one to ask for help. And sometimes I have to be mindful that I can't do everything on my own. But with my makeup business, I can say that I've come a long way with it as far as different techniques, being a businessman, taking on different clients, and everything else. It's a dope feel. Like I get teary eyed every time I start talking about because I love what I do. Like, and honestly, I can't wait till I get a point in my life to where as though I don't have to have a job, like a regular 9 to 5, which I do now. I'm also a dietitian at a mental hospital, but I can't wait to get to a point in my life to where as though I can just do makeup for the rest of my life. And when you're doing things that you love, it's not work. It's like I'm doing what I love, so like I wouldn't consider that work. And is I don't rush. That's one thing I can say. Although my full attention isn't into my business as much as I would like it to be, I like to take my time with it. I don't like to rush into it and try and do this, try and do that, and I just don't want to have too much on me that I can't handle. So I'm saying all that to say I've I've dipped and dabbed in different career fields, and makeup is one of the fields that I can say I've been the most consistent. I'm very passionate about it, and I've had plenty of friendships go to waste because of, I don't want to say go to waste, but I've had a lot of friendships go bad due to my priorities. And I don't feel bad about it. I mean, if you want to leave, leave. But but it's just the fact of, you know, everybody isn't going to support you. And the people that do, I thank you and I love you. But, it's just something that you're always reminded of when people switch up on you or or do you wrong regarding your priorities. It's just, if you know your priorities are in line, and you're doing what you got to do, it it, it it shouldn't even be up for discussion for anybody else. Just as long as you know that your shit is in check and you're working on becoming better in your field, that's the only thing that matters. Self doubt comes with it. I mean, self doubt is good and bad. That voice in your head that always tells you, you're not up to par, you're not, like you can't do that or whatever. That's good because it should egg you on to go harder. Like, and then that same voice has been in the back of my head even to this day. I still hear that voice when I have a client, or when I'm being introduced to like a big name client, a celebrity client or anything. Like, oh my God, don't fuck up. Like, oh my God, you can't do this shit. Like certain things like that are what drives me to go hard and like, just stay focused and really do my thing. Like, it's just crazy because people really don't understand how your mental can really fuck with you. It can. It's just crazy. I'm I'm very grateful to have had a good mother by my side. She's my number one supporter, and my mother like pushes me to become a better man, a better makeup artist, and she's just always been there for me. Like when I've had questions about why certain things was happening within my field, or anything, if I need a consultant about about contracts or anything. She's just always been there. She plays a big part in my life, and I'm sure y'all seen, you know, like little videos of me and her or whatever, or little funny videos, cause that's my chick. That's my hitter, for real, for real. But success is something that everybody wants, and if you really want to get to where you want to be in life, like, you have to fight for it. Fuck what he say, she say, anybody think. Do what you gotta do to get to where you want to be. And honestly, I'm not even where I want to be in life right now. Like, I'm very grateful and I can't complain because God has blessed me tremendously. But at the same point, it's like, you know, like I said, I would rather be doing makeup 24/7. Like, I would love to get to that point in my life to where as though I don't have to work. I could tell my mother she can stop working because I'm doing what the fuck I gotta do. Like, I'm on my shit. Like, I'm one of the, you know, I'm a known makeup artist or whatever, and you know, I'm working to get to that point. Um, but I'm very determined. Um, I get teary. I don't know why I always start crying every time I start speaking about this shit. Um, I'm very determined, and like, this is something that I'm very passionate about. Excuse me. I I honestly would like to do my part as a gay man, as a as someone who's looked up to, because believe it or not, I honestly, I don't like to get big headed. I'm not conceited, but there are people who, you know, look up to me, or and see what I've done, you know, as far as stripping or hair and makeup, and anything else that I've done fashion wise, and anything. Like, it's people who, you know, who look up to you, or you know, you influence them, I guess. And I want to do my part and give back. If that means, you know, it's really a dream of mine to like really go back to like schools and you know, little programs and groups, like Big Brother groups or whatever, and talk. Like, I'm shy and everything else, but you give me a good topic, I could go on and on and on. And I just want to do my part and really inspire other kids, mainly gay kids, because it's hard out here. Like, it's hard out here to raise a child, period. But it's hard out here being a young gay man. You know. Um, thank God I had the family I had, the mother I had, that had another gay son. My older brother, God rest his soul, was also gay, and like, my mother, she, I had a good mother. I really did, and I thank God for that. My mother never shunned us away, always showed us love regardless. But, you know, everybody, it isn't the same story for everybody. So, you know, I would love to do my part and go back and just inspire people to do good, stay on the right path, and just be somebody. Cause it's a lot of people who think there's somebody's walking around here that ain't nobody. I don't want to say they ain't shit, but it's a lot of people who think they're bigger than they really are. You know, and to each his own. But don't get it fucked up. Certain things you can't, you know, pull up and be like, you know, this is what I've done, which ain't shit. You know, so you can't you can't just think you're somebody, and you're doing something you're really not. That's like the expression, are you living or existing? You know. And I just wanna touch people, like I was saying, never give up on your dreams. It's it's never a good feeling when you know, don't don't pursue something because people think you might not succeed at it, or you don't think you'll succeed at it. You never know if you don't try. Nothing comes overnight. So if you're gonna do something, stick to it and be determined. Like never let nobody deter you away from your dreams. Never. Because it's not worth it. But that's I guess you could say that's a goal of mine to really inspire people all over. Again, make sure you guys tune in to Boy Talk November 6th at 8 p.m. on YouTube. And if you want to reach me, my business card is right here. Make Me Over by Tiger. You can reach me at my email, makemeoverstylist@gmail.com, or you can contact me through Instagram, which is hot commodity with 2 T's underscore MUA underscore Tiger, TIGER. I don't know what else to say. Just be you, whatever that may be. Just stay true to yourself. Build a good support team, and stay focused. Because it's so easy to get distracted within your goals and everything else, but keep God first. Can't stress that enough. Like, stay prayed up. You gotta keep God first in everything that you do, and just pray that you make it in life. This short period of time that we're given, a lot of people don't take advantage of it, and nothing will be given to you. You have to work for it, bust your ass to get to where you want to be in life. So do that, and you should be good. And never let nobody get into your head and fill your head with all these, the doubts and the criticism that isn't helpful. Never give anybody that much control over your dreams. I don't even like to tell people what I have coming up. Like, I'm one of those people who I can show you better than I could tell you. So I like to keep everything very low key and quiet to myself. I might slip and tell friends this and that, but which I need to stop doing too. But just do stuff. Do anything in life that you always wanted to do. Cause stripping was something that I've always wanted to do since I was younger. Makeup, cosmetology, everything. Like, I've done so many things in life that I've wanted to do and that I never thought I would do. So, just stay positive, stay humble, and keep God first. And that's it. Again, tune in to Boy Talk November 6th at 8 p.m. right here on YouTube. Bye, y'all. Still flawless.